match far from over. 19 pins down, a couple of strikes, right back in it.
And plus, you know, Steve Hoskins came in high in the 5th frame on lane 34. He's going to be bowling on that lane in a moment. Duke hopeful to start another string here. Just wants to get a string of 1. He has left a lot of 4 pins today. 4 of them.
Well, Duke knows that frames are running out. He owns the record for highest losing score on TV. He shot a 280 in Peoria in '94 and lost to Brian Goebel's 296. And average on the TV pair 239, but just can't find it. He's been right around the pocket.
Well, a big difference a day makes for both Norm Duke, who bowled well on this pair, and certainly Dave Arnold, who bowled in our first match, couldn't strike, and he had 2 300 games on this pair.
So Hoskins, he is up now in the 7th frame and has a 20-pin lead.
And just wants to get his ball back into the pocket right now. I don't think he's so concerned about the strike. Let's just make a good shot. I know that's what he's got to be telling himself. Comes in high. The last time on that lane, now he comes in light, and he is struggling just a little bit.
Leaving the 2-4-5.
Steve Hoskins, the ball going right, but not making the hard charge back. Ball actually rolled out, stopped hooking. Very difficult 2-4-5. And he chops the 2-pin directly off the 5. Right now, the lead is just 6 pins. We take a look. He goes hard and straight. The ball is not hooking, but it's going to catch too much of the 2-pin. Never does touch the 5.
Well, just a 6-pin advantage. Norm Duke's sitting there trying to figure out the lanes number 1, but he also knows he's wide in this match. 8th frame.
Steve Hoskins, lane 33, looks good. Boy, I tell you, I like the way he handled himself after the miss. Didn't beat himself up, just got over it, went over to lane 33 and made a great shot and showed the exuberance that's necessary, you know, toward the latter stage of the game in order to win a title.
Really an aggressive shot.
Very.
Put it right there, so a strike in the 8th. Now Norm Duke up in the 8th frame.
And not a quality shot from Norm Duke. The ball was set a little bit short, did not get it far enough down the lane, started hooking early, and he leaves the 6 and the 10, and he's got to be kicking himself right now. He's only 8 pins behind. Boy, if he could have struck in the 8th and the 9th, put some pressure onto Steve Hoskins, could very well win this tournament.
Duke won earlier this year in Tucson. Goes at the spare, no problem. Trails by 8. And Duke in the foundation frame, the 9th frame here in the title match. Possible 214 for Norm Duke should he go off the sheet. 4 strikes. 232 for Hoskins should he strike out in the 9th and 10th frames, but we're far from over here.
1 strike for Norm Duke, and there it is. Sets up a possible 214 game.
Well, here in the 2 games, Hoskins' opponents have only tossed 3 strikes.
We see Marcel Fournier applauding that shot and sitting next to the commissioner, Mark Gerbrick.
Terrific job by the folks here at Marcel's Olympic Bowl in Rochester. I tell you what, enthusiastic fans, and they come out. The Pro-Am, a huge success, over 1,200 amateurs, and now Steve Hoskins up in the 9th. '18-pin advantage.
Boy, he comes in high in that lane, comes in light in that lane, and just guts it out. Gets a great strike in the 9th frame. All he did differently on this shot, Phil, was made a quality shot. We'll take a look at the positive reaction. Yes.
Here he is in the 10th frame. Needs just a strike and 7 pins to shut out Norm Duke, and Hoskins could win back-to-back Rochester Open titles.
So difficult to win even one time, but to win back-to-back. Will this be the one? He leaves the tour open for Norm Duke.
Boy. And Duke has thrown some clutch shots in his career. You don't win a couple of major titles like the Tournament of Champions and the ABC Masters without coming up big in big-time situations. We'll have to wait and see. But Hoskins now can shoot 211, and Duke can go off for 214. So he needs a double 8. Should Hoskins strike here?
Well, Hoskins certainly wants to strike here on the fill ball. Get himself 211. Norm Duke has had lots of trouble on the right-hand lane. In fact, Norm Duke has not struck on the right-hand lane. Only 2 strikes for the game. Hoskins to shoot 211. Pressure on Norm Duke, but for Norm right now, Phil, he's got to be thrilled to have any kind of chance to win this game. He's thrown 2 strikes and 7 spares in 9 frames. You wouldn't expect to have any chance to win a game on Pro Bowlers Tour with that kind of result.
Well, this year the tournament leader, 11-8 in title matches. He needs a double 8. And trips the 4-pin forward. He has a strike. Needs 1 more and then 8 to win.
Steve Hoskins doesn't want to watch right now, but we want to watch what Norm Duke did. A little more speed on this ball. Ball coming in just a little bit high. Watch the 2-pin. Gets in between the 4 and the 7, and Norm Duke is thrilled with that.
Norm Duke up now, taking a little bit of extra time. Needs a strike here, and then 8 more pins to win.
Gotta hurry. Oh my God, did you see that? That was a very fortunate strike for Norm Duke. It's not over yet, Norm. You need 8 pins.
Oh my.
Well, just take a look at the way Norm Duke crumbles the pins over. Just barely touches the head pin. Just tickles them down. There goes the 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and Norm is ecstatic.
Well, 7 pins, we have a tie.
You heard him say, or if you read lips, he said, I can't believe it. 8 pins to win. Look at this, hard and straight. He is your winner. Norm Duke has won this tournament. He cannot believe it.
Norm Duke with a 213 to Steve Hoskins 211, and Duke wins the Greater Rochester Open.